Okay, everybody, it is Tuesday, March 23rd, 2021. I don't even know really where to start today. An epic day in this market. What came out of the mouths today of Yellowstein and Powell, Yellowstein. We are going to put this together, but I'm going to tell you something right here and right now. The opportunity that got presented to you and me right here today is epic. Multiple opportunities. And we're going to talk about all of this right here. So let's talk about this market. Earlier today, the title of my video from this morning was "The Market Will Move Today." Well, stocks took a hit across the board. A couple of other interesting things happened today. I'm talking about crude oil cratering, falling like 6%. Do you know why the mainstream media is telling you this is happening? Because the global economy, frankly, sucks. Yes, and we're being locked down again. Europe, everywhere else. Imagine my surprise. Really? Oh, they're locking us down again. Who said that would happen? Oh, maybe it was me. Understand what you are seeing here, okay? They're not going to allow the global economy to open up until they're done. Who are they? The central banks whose goal is to inflate, to own it all. We're going to talk more about that too. But that's the truth here. This has nothing to do with a virus, all right? I just said it. They will open up the world economy when they're done. We're going to see all kinds of new variants come out here, things they're going to imagine right out of thin air. Every excuse you can think about to keep the economy shut down, locked down, until they're done with their plan, their scheme to vastly inflate. And we got that straight out of the mouth today of the current Federal Reserve Chairman Powell and the past Federal Reserve Chairperson, Janet Yellen. It's in our face, people. Everything is here that I've explained to you. So, yes, more lockdowns, crude oil cratering off of that. Demand is falling because we are in an economic free fall with no end in sight here. And all they're talking about is more debt, more stimulus, more cash. Like, that's going to help a darn thing. It hasn't done anything yet so far, with trillions of dollars being created out of thin air. And they're talking about trillions and trillions of dollars more, like it's going to fix the situation. It's not going to. It's going to vastly exacerbate the situation. Okay, so stocks cratered today. You knew they were going to move. I told you they were going to move. I really didn't have any idea which way they were going to go. That's the truth. But I knew the market was going to move depending on what came out of the mouth of these two creatures. They raised the specter today that stock market valuations may be a bit high. I think that deserves a duh and maybe two more duh. Yeah, everyone knows that. But understand, we've seen this before. How many times when Janet Yellen, was the Fed chair, did she say stock valuations are high? Market would sell off and it would rip higher. Same thing with Powell. Stock valuations may be a bit high. Stocks sold off. They rip back higher because more debt is coming. People like you have no idea what's coming down the pike here. If you don't know what's going on here at this particular point, you're lost. And I'll tell you something. When you see a move like that in crude oil, I've been explaining this to you. Crude oil is the lifeblood of the military-industrial complex. They play games with it all the time. They will not allow this to stand, okay? The market is dependent on crude oil. The entire energy sector, the financial sector, obviously. They're going to do something. They're going to pull something off. I don't know when, but it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Otherwise, the market ain't going nowhere, okay? Even if they throw trillions of dollars at it, they got to prop up crude. We'll talk more about that as well. Cryptocurrencies today, relatively flat. Silver got hit. Gold got hit. The dollar, I'm talking about a big knee-jerk higher on fear. When Yellowstein and Powellstein, Yellen creature, and Powell, whatever the freak he is, raised the specter that stock market valuations may be high. Maybe they're high. I don't know. Yeah, stock valuations are not just high. We're in hyper bubble territory. The market knows it. And the market's been going higher, and the market will continue to go higher, all right? So we got this sell-off today. Look, In the video I did on Sunday, I said to you this market might sell off, all right, depending on what happened with the 10-year yield. Today was a classic example. Well, let's talk about the 10-year yield real quick. 10-year yield came down a little bit. Bond buyers, whoever they may be, who do you think it is, they're starting to pile in here and buy the debt yet again. That did push the 10-year yield lower, but that spike in the dollar, that hit the stock market on top of, and because of what came out of the mouth of the two creatures. You know how it works. I know you get it. You're probably watching this and just laughing. But to me, and I'm going to say it right here and now, this is a buying opportunity for this market. Easy money like you have never seen before. After what came out of the mouths of these two today, which we'll cover in a moment, is coming in epic amounts. More than you could ever possibly imagine. So let's cover some of that, all right? And let's talk about some other economic news we got today. It's just stocks slump as fresh lockdowns sweep the globe. Imagine my freaking shock. And you think you're done here? Oh no, they're going to come out with variant XYZ, 2 plus 3, P on me, whatever it's going to be. They're going to come up with all these kinds of, they're going to make them up. You understand? And they're going to tell you how bad they are because this virus keeps mutating into something worse. Can't be getting any better. You know that. They're going to lock you down because this is all about control. Control. Understand what you're seeing. I know you do if you follow this blog. As I have explained for months ago, the real world government will keep the economy locked down. The central banks need this in order to vastly inflate, to be the lenders and buyer of last resort. It has nothing to do with the virus. The New World Order welcomes you. Get used to it. I'm telling you, absolutely insane. Let us move forward here, people. Okay, we're talking about the bond market. Bond dip buyers emerge after Treasury sell-off. I'm going to give you one clue as to who's buying it. Germany extending lockdown. Lovely. You knew this was coming. You knew it. Oh, and by the way, this is just lovely. So we understand that Krispy Kreme will give you a free donut if you decide to show them that you've been vaccinated. Oh, and also marijuana companies are saying or corporations are saying if you show up with your vaccination card, they're going to give you some pot for free too. So we got pot for a shot and maybe some Coke for a poke. I want to give credit here to David Wilson on my Facebook page who said that. It's incredible. Pot for a shot and Coke for a poke. Lovely. Unbelievable. You can't make this stuff up. It's unbelievable. And here now, today, turn on the mainstream media. Cases of COVID are apparently surging. So it looks like the miracle vaccines are not providing adequate immunity. It is being reported, true or not, despite mass vaccinations. New COVIDs are on the rise. Imagine my shock. You can't believe how surprised I am about that. People, you can't make this stuff up if you even try to. And how about this? So we were warned, okay, about this AstraZeneca vaccine by European physicians. Then it got signed off by regulators that it's okay. Well, guess what? It's turning out that it's not to be true. Health officials are now saying, oh, there's a problem with the vaccine. Duh. Can't make it up, people. The U.S. current account deficit jumps to a 12-year high. How many of you are surprised about that? Debts and deficits are going to continue to hyper balloon. You know that. I've told you for the longest time. Here's another headline. Get ready for serious sticker shock very soon. This jump in inflation won't be transient, as we are being told it will be. You can't make it up. It's impossible. Absolutely impossible to do. Washington, Reuters, sales of U.S. single-family homes plunged. This is the headline. Plunged in February. The Commerce Department said on Wednesday that new home sales plunged 18.2%. But we're doing great. What was it yesterday? Fed barking. Ow, oh, oh. No, that's a wolf. Bark. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, we're on the brink of a complete economic recovery. You can't make that up either. But we're hearing it. Unfreaking believable. Now, if you noticed today, if you were listening to Yellen-Stein and Powell-Stein, half of their whole conversation today by the members of Congress, who are supposed to be our representatives, who they're not. You know, the real Congress is the Federal Reserve presidents, but half of their conversation was about climate change. It wasn't even about monetary policy. All right. And then over and over again, Janet Yellen, longer-term plans would require much more revenue, much more stimulus. This was the common theme. Here's me, Yellen creature, is talking over and over again about more spending, more stimulus, massive debt expansion. Here we have the Treasury people and the Federal Reserve working in tandem to bring America and its citizens to its knees before the New World Order. Wake up. Really? You can't possibly still be asleep, right? Oh, here's Powell. Powell with a shot across the bow today with regard to yield curve control. The Federal Reserve is strongly committed to price stability. The only way to do that is to control the yield curve, duh. And Yellen, increased spending is needed to support growth. This was the common theme. People, let me read this to you. The Fed, with the help of policymakers, has been pumping trillions of dollars into a dead economy with zero to show for it. We remain in an economic freefall collapse, and yet today, Yellen and Powell are both calling for many more trillions of dollars more. I hope you understand what is really going on here. Absolutely freaking insane. Money velocity, the rate at which cash moves through our economy, is cratering, people. I told you about this. They needed to shut down the global economy to kill the money velocity so they can inflate people. Everything I told you would happen is happening right now. I really hope you're sharing my videos because you're not going to get this from anywhere else, nowhere else, period, the end. And how do you like this? Over 90% of CEOs in this survey here that was run by MarketWatch the CEOs say they want to know if their employees are vaccinated before they can return to work. Is that fair or unfair? Maybe they want to know the last time you wiped your rear end too. Unbelievable. Health officials are raising concerns over the AstraZeneca vaccine, just like the European physicians were trying to do, but they were told they were wrong by AstraZeneca, who said there's no clue, there's nothing other than the bodies that can prove that these blood clots are killing people. You can't make this stuff up, people. You can't do it. Anyway, utterly freaking twisted. We are so screwed, and I hope you understand that too. This video has been really important. I really hope you agree with me and you will share it because, as you know, I've already been banned on LinkedIn, shit LinkedIn, okay? And this freaking YouTube is censoring all my work. You probably won't even get to see this video. Let's see if it slips through the cracks. Please get my work out there. I am counting on you. I need you. I really do. All right, I'm out of here. Love you a lot. See you tomorrow.